Welcome to Fox News First. Not signed up yet? Click here. Developing now, Friday, May 11, 2018. President Donald Trump tells supporters at a rally in Indiana that the U.S. will not be walked into. Another version of the Obama-era Iran nuclear deal at next month's summit with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, a White House official mocks Sen. On McCain's brain cancer diagnosis in a closed-door meeting, sources told Fox News Hawaii residents have been warned about rising levels of toxic gas amid fear that the Kilauea volcano could erupt. At any time, Trump will present a plan to lower prescription drug prices. In a speech on Friday, multiple failures led to the ambush in Niger that killed 4 U.S. service members last October. Military leaders say the lead story. Trump vows no Iran deal 2.0. President Trump told supporters in Indiana on Thursday evening that the U.S. would not agree to a redux of the 2015 Iran nuclear deal when he sits down with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un next month. "I think it's going to be a very big success," Trump told the rally in Elkhart, "and if it isn't, it isn't. We're not going to be walked into an Iran deal where the negotiator, then Secretary of State, John Kerry, refused to leave the table." Trump, who was joined in Indiana by Vice President Mike Pence, a former governor of the state, spoke 2 days after he announced that the U.S. would withdraw from the Iran nuclear accord, which was negotiated by the Obama administration. Earlier Thursday, the president had revealed his historic, highly anticipated meeting with Kim would take place June 12 in Singapore. "Tasteless," remark, a White House communications official mocked U.S. Sen. John McCain's brain cancer diagnosis in a meeting after the ailing Arizona Republican announced his opposition to President Trump's pick to lead the CIA, sources told Fox News. According to 2 White House sources, the staffer, Kelly Sadler, said of McCain, "It doesn't matter, he's dying anyway." White House sources said the joke at first elicited some nervous snickers. Afterward, though, the sources said many spoke to each other about being surprised by the "tasteless" remark. The White House did not dispute the remark. In a statement to the Associated Press, White House officials said, "We respect Senator McCain's service to our nation and he and his family are in our prayers during this difficult time." More eruptions to come. Residents near one of the world's most active volcanoes have been warned about rising levels of toxic gas, as officials fear Hawaii's Kilauea could blow at any minute. A wind change could bring even more sulfur dioxide gas to the southeast section of the Big Island. If inhaled in large quantities, the wafting gas can be fatal. The new warning came as Hawaii Gov. David Ige said mass evacuations may occur as more cracks, or fissures, are detected. Kilauea has destroyed 36 structures, including 26 homes, since May 3, when it began releasing lava from vents about 25 miles east of the summit crater. The volcano has also imperiled a geothermal energy plant, the Puna Geothermal Venture Plant. Trump takes on drug prices. President Trump will deliver a speech on Friday focusing on curbing prescription drug costs. The president brought up the issue in his State of the Union address in January. His speech will address runaway prices, the impact on consumers and the challenges in negotiating lower prices for Medicare recipients, White House officials said. The administration's strategies include creating plans to share a minimum portion of drug rebates with patients, making it easier for cheaper generic drugs to reach the market, and making generic drugs free to low-income seniors. Deadly Niger ambush explained. Multiple failures led to a deadly ambush of U.S. military personnel in Niger in October, top military leaders said Thursday. But none directly caused the enemy ambush that left 4 Americans dead and sent others fighting and running for their lives. The direct cause of the enemy attack in Tongo is that the enemy achieved tactical surprise there and our forces were outnumbered approximately 3-1, U.S. Army Maj. Gen. Roger Cloutier Jr. told reporters during a Pentagon news conference. Cloutier described a chaotic firefight as 46 U.S. and Nigerian forces battled more than 100 enemy fighters for more than an hour. After months of silence during the investigation, U.S. Marine Corps Gen. Thomas Waldhauser, head of U.S. Africa Command, laid out the findings and took responsibility for what happened. He said the report, which has not yet been made public in full, singles out 3 individuals whose actions could be faulted. Deadly Niger ambush. What you should know is seen on Fox News. Democrats, derangement diagnosed. Democrats, Trump derangement syndrome, is so intense they can't say, "Good job, Mr. President." Columnist Mark Thiessen, on The Story with Martha McCallum, slamming Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer for criticizing the way President Trump welcomed back 3 Americans who are detained in North Korea. Watch a plot to get Trump out of office. That's their game plan, Mr. Mueller is undermining the Constitution. He's not upholding the rule of law. Mark Levin, host of Life, Liberty. Israeli organization reveals Trump coin in expression of gratitude over embassy move. Florida deputy helps save unresponsive baby, rushes him to hospital, authorities say. The Swamp Casino mogul Sheldon Adelson cuts $30 million check to GOP amid Dems. Blue wave fears DHS denies report. Secretary Nielsen considered resigning after Trump criticism. Senate Republicans confirm Trump judicial nominee, overruling home state Democrat. Former U.S. Rep. Bill Reynolds gets 6 months in tax case, says he has given up on America. Across the nation, Golden State Killer suspect faces 4 more murder counts, authorities say. Southwest hero pilot wasn't supposed to be on the flight, she says. Mom, 25, is CEO of huge Minnesota meth trafficking ring, prosecutors say. SpaceX rocket launch scrubbed at last minute. Snap co-founder Evan Spiegel named highest-paid CEO of 2017. Book CEO John Davies talks Shark Tank rejection, tips for entrepreneurs. Fox News opinion Kirsten Lindquist, this Mother's Day, here are 4 things not to say to someone struggling with infertility. Pastor Paula White Cain, the most important presidential executive order you probably haven't heard about. Heather McNeil, it's Military Spouse Appreciation Day. I'm a Navy wife of 20 years and these are the lessons I've learned. Alan Ushry, America should always appreciate military spouses. They serve, too. Hollywood Squared Pamela Anderson writes letter asking for Kanye West's support of WikiLeaks Julian Assange. Sons of Anarchy, star's son, 16, commits suicide. Spotify's decision to stop promoting R. Kelly over unproven allegations calls several other artists into question. Big Bang Theory actor Johnny Galecki says guest star Mark Hamill is obsessed with Roseanne. Trivia. Did you hear about this? Supermarket called sexist for Mother's Day ad. Mysterious South Carolina fish with human-like teeth stumps the internet. Shark wrangler catches 12-foot hammerhead off Florida beach, gets more attention for his abs. Stay tuned on Fox News, Fox. ET guests include Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar discusses the upcoming announcement on prescription drug prices. Diamond. ET guests include Waleed Fairs, former Trump campaign foreign policy advisor, Paul Daugherty, Accenture Chief Technology Officer, Dakota Meyer, Medal of Honor recipient, Varney. ET Brandon Judd, Border Patrol Union President, James Mitchell, author of Enhanced Interrogation, Kristen Gaspar, congressional candidate, and San Diego County Board of Supervisors Chairwoman. Kavuto, Coast to Coast, Noonity, Danny Danon, Israeli Ambassador to the United Nations, Dan Gillerman, former Israeli Ambassador to UN on Fox News Radio, Benson. Don't miss the new show hosted by Guy Benson, political editor at townhall.com, and Marie Harf, former senior advisor of strategic communications at the State Department. The Fox News Rundown podcast. The date and location of the summit between President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un have been set. Former White House Press Secretary Ari Fleischer discusses the high-stakes summit. The FCC announced that on June 11, open internet rules in the U.S. will end. Fox on Tech reporter Brett Larson discusses what net neutrality is and how it might impact consumers. Fox News' Tanya J. Powers has your good news of the day, plus commentary by Gary Shapiro, president and CEO of the Consumer Technology Association. Want the Fox News Rundown sent straight to your mobile device? Subscribe through Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Stitcher. On Fox News Weekend, Gavuto Live, Saturday, 10 a.m. Mick Mulvaney, director of the Office of Management and Budget, on calls for Congress to cut spending. Sen. Tim Scott on whether President Trump's tough foreign policy is paying off as North Korea releases 3 American hostages. Rep. Brad Sherman on his fellow Democrats slamming the Trump administration for pulling out of Iran nuclear deal. Justice with Judge Jeanine, Saturday, 9 p.m. Justice with Judge Jeanine kicks off a historic week with a broadcast from Israel. Judge Jeanine Pirro hosts Justice from Jerusalem to preview Monday's opening of the new U.S. Embassy there. Guests will include some of the biggest names from the U.S. delegation attending the ceremony. Fox News Sunday, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Don't miss Chris Wallace's exclusive interview with retired ADM. Michael Mullen, former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Legends. Senator, war hero and presidential aspirant who has much in common with Abraham Lincoln, Davis answers the call to lead the Confederate States of America. Life, liberty. They will discuss the current state of our military and foreign affairs, plus CENISA's new initiative for children of fallen service members. Byrne dismisses all charges, citing government misconduct. 1953, a tornado devastates Waco, Texas, leaving 114 dead. 1927, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences is founded during a banquet at the Biltmore Hotel in Los Angeles. Fox News First is compiled by Fox News' Brian Robinson. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy your Friday and weekend. We'll see you in your inbox first thing Monday morning.